Hey, nigga, we made it. We had a power outage.
Yeah, I'm a
Ain't nobody watching
take that
this
as
shirt on my page.
partially.
Well, we done had a hard time tonight. Y'all just don't know. We not complaining.
But this needs to be talked about.
Y'all know they say the Lord is a man, but we had a power outage. We want to talk about it.
We tell her don't say it.
Boycott Sheeta. That's all I'm saying. Boycott Sheeta. Boycott me if you want to. I'm crunk tonight.
Look here. Everybody want to be lit. What do you say? Everybody want to be fitty wop, but nobody want to lose out. Stop touching me. Look, and now I'm scared. Stop even touching me.
Child support. We clowning too much. But child support is a serious issue. We do not want you to think that because we're laughing and whimsical that child support is not serious, because it is. What were you saying, Shane? I like your earrings.
Thank you, Gab. These are.
We was talking about the bill. We was talking about calling them. Call them up. Hey.
Oh yeah, she just said that she'll call you like a bill collector.
It's the first of the month.
Wake up.
Check them checks and come on.
Yeah.
The first of the month.
I get paid next week.
Hey, number $5 you paid. Alright, how many views we got, y'all?
2, 3. Amy and Vic are watching.
Hey, Amy and Vic, y'all so faithful. Y'all the only one want to know about child support.
We gonna have to see y'all a shirt or something.
Oh yeah, we gonna get our
We
shirt.
make y'all a shirt. Let's take the dine.
When we jump out, you jump in.
Hey. Hey. But yeah, so she was saying she'll call you like a bill collector. I was saying I ain't gonna chase you. I ain't got time. I'm too grown for that. And I got asthma. I'd rather walk briskly. So, let alone chasing another grown person to make them take care of the kids. I refuse. It's just not in my nature. Mm-mm.
So you think it's okay to just let them be free? Because a lot of men, I find that the more I chase and call my baby daddy, my child's father, like a bill collector, the more responsible he actually became. Because I will blow your phone up to the ground.
Make me want to open my phone after we go.
Bugging what you bugging, who you bugging, me, you know, just get out cool. But that baby be bugging me. Mama hungry, mama thirsty, mama want to go to the park, mama want some shoes, mama want that game. So hey, I can't stop doing it. The fuck told them they could grow while we doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Who told you to grow in between Christmas break? Christmas break 2 weeks.
We're going to give y'all a fact or two in between. I'm going to say that again because I'm sorry, Shirley.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But as far as letting them off the hook, no, I don't believe in letting them off the hook. They have to be accountable, but I believe in them being accountable on their own. You can't force anybody to be a parent. You can't make them be a parent and accountable. You just can't. Well, that's what I believe. Even though child support forces them to be accountable, but they think just because they pay that monetary money that that's all they're supposed to do, and then they don't spend time with the kids. Do money come in a non-monetary form? She's not with my folks. But that's just me. As far as me, like with my other 2 kids, I think their dad is great.
We can go. I need to go right here real fast. We're gonna get situated, y'all.
I don't know how many pills, y'all. But they iron pills. My other kid, Dad, he does everything he's supposed to do. He comes through for the kids. He's always there, whether it's time spent, whether it's money. I ain't got to ask him for nothing. I ain't got to chase him for nothing. He do it before I can even tell him. So, because of him, a lot of the stuff that happens, I I always say I can't relate, but he makes it easy. So that's another reason why I don't believe in child support. He does what he's supposed to do. He takes full responsibility. He gets them every weekend when he's available, when he ain't got to work. He buy the school clothes, Christmas. I ain't got to chase him down for it. He did that Easter. Anything they need, he provides. We do it together. We talk, we co-parent, we communicate, and we do what we need to do. So.
Lily got a test, y'all, so she testing while we on here. So don't think she being rude. She just being smart. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I have to say about that is, we hold everybody accountable. Because what I hear a lot of is blaming. She a bad mama when it comes time for child support, but she was great at everything else before any of this came up, and I'm so confused. I'm very much confused. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna backtrack. When you get into a relationship, there are certain qualifiers that a person should have to have in order to talk to you. They should big button a smile, baby. BBD told y'all back a long time ago in the book of Ass and Titties.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, verse 13. You cannot trust a big button smile. Look it up, Google it.
It's somewhere.
That's not saying that she got a big butt and a smile. That she's not trustworthy. I thought I had a big booty.
No? You do.
I do.
Yeah. And she got a smile. She got that cool.
Somebody do that after the fact, and then you ain't got no big old booty. But anyway. There has to be a qualifier. And if it's only a big butt and a smile, that don't mean everybody with a big butt and a smile is not no good. That just means you need more than that to go on. And we're so anxious. We're so ready to have sex. Oh, we know all about sex. We know about the backstroke, the front stroke, the froggy, doggy, the loggy. I heard that's supposed to live in the woods, loggy style. But you know, we need more. We need more to go on. And if you don't, you cannot be mad at what comes out of your relationship. So we having babies because having sex brings about babies.
What did one say? He said, better choose the right one to pick the kiddies up. Sorry. I'm gonna go back.
What does that mean? Translate that for me.
That means either you gonna do what you. That whole song, you listen to International Players Anthem. It's so real. It's so, because I'm a real player, it just really, touches my soul every time I hear it. But when I hear his whole verse, and he was talking about child support negatively. He was talking about, you driving, you got your little car, and she got a Benz because she paying for that with child support, and because you didn't lay with her with the intentions on marrying her and building a family. You laid with her, you fucked her, and you created a family.
Women too, you fucked him.
Yeah, like I'm not even both of us on both times. But when we think about that and we sit up there and we blame one person, the real is we grown. Even if you're not grown, you already having sex. You done made that decision to be grown, to lay with somebody else. You made that decision. Even with a condom on, your thought in your mind should be, I could create a child with this person. That's real. And if your thought is not, I can create a child with this person, you fucked already. Because you don't even know if this person going to be a good parent, a bad parent. You haven't even started to think about stuff like that. So either you're going to choose the right person, somebody that you want to marry, somebody that you think is going to be a good parent, or you're going to be stuck paying the prices. Not just child support. Like, I'm gonna let you finish because I'm gonna get into why I can't stand the whole.
My issue is the Gucci shoes, the Gucci belts, the Cadillacs, Grand Marquis, the brand new Malibu. What y'all driving? The Chargers, the Jazz y'all driving. Yes. And y'all go to every club, y'all drink every expensive drink. This is men and women. And then you mess around and have the audacity to skip and save on your children, which are the future. We wonder why they running around here snorting condoms and drinking Tide Pop, eating Tide Pop.
Oh my God.
Well, our babies don't do that, but they do stupid stuff too because they need us. They need us here. I'm talking about not just sitting on the couch. They need your whole mind, body, and soul. They need you to give it the old college try. Yeah, they need you to do that. But, so between everything, we're gonna give y'all some facts. A fact is, if the baby's mother or baby's father, custodial parent, I'd rather say, moves out of state, you can petition her or him to see your child.
Or to
go ahead.
Or to have it to where they can't move out of state because they're actually supposed to be like less than 100 miles away from the non-custodial parent, so they'll be able to visit. And they have permission from the court.
They're going to petition you for any arrearages that you have. So what we need to do is avoid child support. Avoid it. Just get along with the woman that has your child. You may have lost a lot of respect for her. You may not think that she's the woman that you met. That don't have nothing to do with your child. You have to learn a way to figure out how to be cordial. If she talk a lot of smack and all that, drop a box off on her porch every month until she realizes that she really needs you. You're going to have to be clever. And women, you bitter babes that's making it hard for us good women, I'm going to slap you when I see you because that's silly. It's all kind of men out here and they ready for you, baby. If you just want to goose and have babies, there's plenty of men ready for that now. It's what's wrong with women that can't find a man. I ain't looking for him, but if I was, woo.
Well, to piggyback off of what Lily said about the song, whatever, it's out
international.
There. 50% of single mothers on child support are living in poverty, so I don't see where they get this. They're driving the nice luxury cars while you're driving the putt-putt.
They think they Fetty Wap. They think they Big Meech or somebody
Larry Food.
They think they really falling out here, man. We doing bad. You better look around. Look at how many GoFundMe's is everywhere. Look at how many people they pretending like they not upset about these Trump food boxes. And I ain't heard about none in Texas yet, but I saw that box that they put on the internet, and y'all better help with these kids. Help with these kids. I'm going to tell you, if you build her up and if you build that baby up, you'll be rich for the rest of your life. I promise you that.
All of your days. Well, to back up a little bit, the definition of child support from the Black's Law Dictionary in family law and public policy, child support or child maintenance is an ongoing periodic payment made by a parent for the financial benefit of a child following the end of a marriage or other relationship. Child maintenance is paid directly or indirectly by an obligee for the care and support of children of a relationship that has been terminated or in some cases never existed. So that's the definition of child support. We always get into the table of what is child support being spent on. It shouldn't go for the life. It shouldn't go for the rent. You already had to pay your life and your rent, so that shouldn't count. That's not what it says in Black's Law Dictionary. Child support covers all the necessities for their child to continue its standard of living. So y'all be wrong, and y'all be spreading wrong information.
And it's a lot of times when a woman or man is bitter because they can't be with the bitter face, they make it hard for the other parent. And I don't think people are really having kids because they want a baby. I think they're having kids because he got pretty wavy hair, she got thick thighs, and she yellow, or all the silly reasons that you can think of. And then that poor baby, they killing babies. The mama killed the baby because the daddy was over there cheating.
See,
We're gonna have to be more serious about serious things and be goofy about goofy shit. She taking the test.
It's not just the fact that I'm taking the test. Okay. This subject really kind of does something to me. If y'all know anything about me, it really does. Like, I can laugh, I can play all of that shit. But when it comes down to it, when you talking about most mothers that are getting this child support and stuff like that, let's not just talk about mothers, because there's some single fathers out there that are extremely great.
I love them all.
And we know one in particular who had 4 children at one time, and he was raising by himself, and the judge told him that he didn't need no child support.
Who's that?
So that mother wasn't going to pay anything because he was a man and he could take care of himself. That's messed up. Now she has to pay. But for 3 kids he got with this one woman that he was raising by himself, he get like $100 and some dollars a month.
Like
you gotta buy clothes for 3 kids. Damn near every month, because they growing so much. It's so much. My daughter, 6 now, getting the school year, she wore a size 10. She came back from Christmas break in January, or maybe we're at 12. This right now is April. January was just a couple months ago. Or maybe almost on 14. Her shoe size went from a 1.5 at the beginning of the school year to a 2.5, almost 3 now. Didn't have a job. Worked my ass off. Everything that my daughter has, I'm going to make sure that she gets it without anything. Her father, he gets mad. Guess what? He don't come around. And the thing about that is, you're not hurting me not coming around. I got a great support. Who do you hurt? You hurt your child. That whole thing of we don't child on child support because we're breaking up the black family and blase. 9 times out of 10, most of these women are only putting these dudes on child support because they get government assistance. If you go for government assistance, you have to put them on child support, or you can get a written agreement. There is nothing more embarrassing than having to beg somebody to write on a piece of paper, I will give this much amount every month. You ain't even got to do it. Just say you'll do that shit. Guess what people be saying? Because in a lot of situations, either that man still want that woman or that woman still want that man. You know what I got to hear? I got to hear, if we're not together, what we got to talk about? And it's a whole kid right here. What you mean what we got to talk about? Oh, so you mean to tell me I can't get child care for my child? I'm in school full time at Texas Women's University, and I'm also trying to work full time, and I got a 1-year-old child who I can't put in child care because while there is not a waiting list for the people who go to this school, unless I get a written agreement or I put you on child support, I'm asked out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make a living for our child. Not asking you for nothing. But you won't do it, so now I gotta take you to court. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to leave school. I don't want to have to leave work to come into a courtroom and let somebody determine what my child is worth. Because that's what that is. You telling me that money is more important than time that you could spend with our child? You mean to tell me that I don't give a fuck if he giving you $20,000 a month. That ain't worth your child. $20,000 a month is not enough to take away the fact that your child needs a parent. That's nothing. I'm so sick and tired of hearing this over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, you a sorry mother to get up there and ask him for this. And that whole thing, oh, you ain't a single mother, you're not a single father, because if your baby daddy or baby mama is giving you money every month, and that means you're not a single parent, you're just a single person. You know what I'm saying? But your child being taken care of. Let me tell you something. You could give me not a single dime to spend every day with my child, and I would appreciate that more than anything in this world. More than anything, because at the end of the day, the child needs both parents. I can only teach her what I know as a woman, but my father is the one who taught me how to not only like to kind of be a little more feminine. Not saying my mama didn't do that. My mama did everything that she knew how to do. But it was something about my daddy coming to me about how I'm supposed to be as a woman, as how I'm supposed to be around men, be with men, that meant so much more than what my mama could ever say to me. And I saw my mama carry herself. She was a great example of a woman walking outside of her home looking like a woman. But for my daddy to come to me and say, man, you got to be both. You got to be able to be a friend as well as be your man's lover, his woman. You got to also be able to dress it down as much as you dress it up. You got to be able to say, little mama, I understand it's a chill day and you cool and all that, but you don't think you need to comb your hair? You don't think you need to do this? You don't think that you should have a little more pride in yourself? You are beautiful, but don't just be beautiful. My daddy always told us, don't just be beautiful. It's always somebody out there that's more beautiful than you are. It's always somebody else out there that's going to do the same things that you think you're doing and all of that, and you shaking your butt and everything else. Be more than that. Be more. I would take that every single day over money, and I'm so sick and tired of having to beg somebody. And the whole thing is, I'm not going to force you to be a parent. I'm not begging you for me, for my sanity. I'm begging you for my child. Because in the middle of the night when my child is crying and my child talking about, well, damn, mama, why daddy don't come get me? What's wrong with me? A couple weeks ago. Ooh. We're going to touch on some stuff.
Come on now.
So we in a...
So my child support, come on in, like, share, and subscribe.
My daughter is 6 years old. If you know anything about Sanaya is smart. I'm talking about intelligence. So we're in the middle of the store. Sanaya's on the phone with her father. While she's on the phone with her father is talking about how he can't come get her because it's going to be some problems, whatever. She's crying. My baby is in tears, begging her father, can you come and get me like you get the rest of your kids? I usually don't, I'm not going to talk, I never talk down on my child's father in any kind of way, but I'm explaining this to you guys because you need to know this. We got to be transparent. If we're going to really have something that's really going to be real, we got to be transparent. So my baby is crying. She having a really hard time. But while she having this hard time, this man who was in my child's life from the time she was 1 year old to 3, almost 4 years old, who she called her daddy, which I put that on me because you should never have your children call any other man daddy. But she knew him to not be her father, but that was the male figure that was in her life and the most dominant. We were in a relationship. Well, he got married soon after, but he calls like every few months. He just want to talk to her. I'm gonna come get her, give a lot of false promises and stuff like that. She already got a man that's not in her life. She don't need another man that's not in her life. She's in the middle of the store crying on the phone with her father. This man is in there that she loved like a father with his wife. Looks my child dead in her face. Walks in front of her. I never saw my baby's whole face just drop, and she just was like, she went home and she was so sad, y'all. She said, it's been a bad day. And I said, why, baby? She said, well, first, for my daddy not wanting to be around me, to Shannon walking in front of me. Shouldn't have put his name out there, excuse me. It's there now, hell, I don't care, whatever. To him acting like he didn't know me. Do you know how damaging that is to a little girl? Do you know how hard it is for her to sit up there and keep blaming herself to try to figure out what it is that she do wrong? That money is nothing. But she's sitting here trying to figure out, well, why me? Why me? And I have to tell her, well, you still got a pawpaw. Your pawpaw is there. What do you have that your other friends don't have? Because you don't never see any of that. I got a pawpaw. And my daddy got to tell her that, you know, your mama works hard. And she like, I know, and I love her, and I love you. But, man, where my daddy at? That is hard, man. It's not about the money. That money is nothing, which I don't understand. I'm not getting my nails done with that. Trust and believe, it don't pay my car note. It don't pay no rent. It don't pay none of that. But, like she read the definition of child support, I had a friend who went to court, and her baby daddy went in there and started saying he wants records of what she's buying with it for, and the judge said, that ain't got nothing to do with you. He said, whatever she do with that money, at the end of the day, your child is taken care of. She has to do that. And we got to get to that point to understand that now, if you paying child support, your baby mama running around here, her nails done, her hair done, her eyelashes is on fleek, She right here running around in Fendi and Gucci and Prada, and your baby been wearing the same Payless shoes for the past 3 years, feet busting out the front, ain't never had their hair done, all their teeth is silver and everything like that. You know what you need to do? While you up there talking about you want to stop, get your child. And stop that whole complaining. Well, man, I gotta go to work and I gotta do this and I gotta do this. Stop complaining about the money.
Petition of court.
If it's really about that child and you really care about that child, fight for your child. There are men out there who have custody of their kids that do, and they ain't gotta pay no child support because they raising that child. And that child getting everything that they need.
That man lost his baby because he didn't, baby.
That's because CPS failed that man or whatever and didn't give him that baby. But I can guarantee that at least 85-90% of this is just speculation of women and single mothers would rather the time you spending time with your child versus that money, or you dropping off a pair of shoes and just disappearing in the streets. Because materialistic stuff disappears. They go outgrow it. But memories, you can never get that back. Time, you can never get that back. When that child grew up and is 10, now 12, 15 years old, and they're looking back over who was there throughout their life, and they like, oh, my mom was there, my granny was there, my grandpa was there, my aunts and my uncles was there, blah, blah, this was there. And they ain't got no memories with their father or their father's side. Who fault is that? And you feel like you did your due diligence because you sent a check, or you did a direct deposit, or you dropped off a pair of shoes every 6 months. They don't make you a father, they don't make you a parent. And same vice versa, if it was a single father raising a child, it's the same thing. They don't make you a mother because you just drop off a bag of clothes every couple of months. Time matters. Time means everything to kids. And again, most women will prefer you spending time making memories with your child than the money. And like Lily said, a lot of women get put on the phone.
I want the money and the time because that's what the baby needs.
When we talk,
let me tell you something. We get up early in the morning, and if it's not done late at night, we gotta stay up until it gets done. So when they tell me with that they come with that bullshit talking about tally it up. What you bought for the baby? I need you to give me a tally of what you did with your time. And we're going to find out because, see, I think it's a lie. I don't think they think that money do it all. I think that because it takes a amount of time for the course to take effect, sometimes it takes years. They know this. And so they act accordingly. They don't have to, they don't. We got to start being more serious about serious things. And you can be goofy in the hell as you want to be about some goofy shit. This is the den. We talking about child support, y'all. Y'all come on in. We love you. And hit that like button, man. We need y'all. We need y'all. Just like we might, need something to do on Friday night.
But yeah, again, to piggyback off of what Lily was saying as far as child care and child support. A lot of y'all on child support by default, not because the mother of your child is bitter or that's to get you, or they want to, it's destructive to the black family and want to break the black man and make him go broke. It's by default because you're not there taking care of your part in this child's life.
Child support,
and they have to go to get TANF to help pay for child care, or TANF to help pay for these doctor bills, or they have to get Medicaid, like Lily said, to pay for this asthmatic child or this sickly child, or you trying to work or go to school or do what you need to do and you need this child to be babysat or be put in daycare and you're not getting no help from the father, you have to go get child care. So you have to put the father on child support to get child care, to get Medicaid, to get TANF. So it's by default because y'all don't have, as she stated, an oral agreement on record. They put you on child support because they have to get that money back. So they're going to take their portion first, then that little bit of what's left goes to your child.
I know we Black Power, and we real strong, and the Black woman is God, and she can do some amazing things, right? Crazy. I don't know no women in 2017 that's had a damn baby by themselves. I don't know not a woman in 2018 that has sat there, got herself pregnant. It's a show out there called Jane the Virgin. I think she's pregnant. But I don't believe that anybody out there pregnant with Jesus, Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, whatever he is to you. Ain't nobody out here, excuse me, that's a double negative. There's no one out here that's got themselves pregnant. It took 2 people to make that baby. I was sitting here just in tears for the simple fact that this subject bothers me. I remember growing up saying I would never put a man on child support because I watched how my daddy had to deal with child support. I watched how when my father was in prison and the things that he had to go through, and I watched how, you know, my daddy was in prison and then he called me every single day. My cousin paid my phone bill so that my daddy could call me every single day he was in prison. Only time my daddy didn't call me was when he was on lockdown. When he was in a hole. That's the only time, and I knew every single time that something was wrong when he didn't call me. Do you know how hard it is to see that, or to see my best friend, who is the city council? He cuts hair in the barbershop. He drives trucks. He gonna do whatever little job is. He gonna do real estate. He is a DJ. He also do inspections of apartments. This nigga called me one day and had me in there helping him clean. He done got a whole contract to fix apartments. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what you need. What you need? Okay, I'm in here cleaning ovens and doing stuff, throwing stuff out. I'm like, whatever you want me to do, bro, I got you. Planes, trains, and automobiles. And that man is not on child support for a single child. Each baby mama even took him off child support. Why? Because out of 13 children that he has, he's a good daddy to them. And not only is he a good daddy to them 13 kids, he'll get my child. When I was in school, he said, I'll take some out. And you ain't gonna take my baby. You got 7 kids in your house right now. Literally had 7 kids in his home. One more ain't gonna hurt me. That's what he said. If Rashida having a problem with her son, maybe he'll come down here and get on her. Sade had a problem one time with her daughter. He's talking about, I'm at work right now, but you can sure bring her up here. Just leave her here. I'll bring her back. My daughter having a birthday party. He there DJing. He DJing the whole with a newborn baby. He got a newborn baby and a toddler sitting there. And a toddler. Yeah. And they in line. Plus he got a mentor program where he worked with the neighborhood kids. Indeed. All of that stuff. Every single mother on the block called him to come and get their kids in the middle of the day. And yet he found a way to make it. So you mean to tell me you got 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, 5 children. And you can't make it to go and get this nigga went out and bought a bus. So did. Bought a bus. A little bus. So he can get all his kids if he want and take them. So you mean that you went out and bought you a Camaro and you got 5 kids. 5 kids gonna fit in that Camaro. You barely fit in that Camaro. And this is not just to men. We always want to talk about don't put the man on child support. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're getting yourself into, or or this is on you, and this is on you, and blah blah blah. You could order 10,000 condoms. If y'all supposed to have that baby, if that baby was supposed to be between the two of y'all, that baby was gonna happen. I don't care if you wore 10,000 condoms. I don't care if you, man, I pulled out. All right, well, let's get that test. Why that baby look just like you? Well, let's go and take that test. Come on. Nah, we ain't even got to do it. But then you sit up here complaining. You talk about she this, she that, he this, he that. But at the end of the day, while we sit up here beefing, it's a child that think that it's inadequate. There is a child that's sitting up here blaming themselves for the fact that you're not around. But you're so salty about paying some money every month that you won't even come and see your child because you feel some type of way. That's dumb, bro. And I'm so sick and tired of our community because we got so much mental problems, y'all. It's so much in between us that we can't see past ourselves. We so damn selfish in the, you know, well, my mama did it and da-da-da-da-da and such over here and you know, it only costs me so much to take care of my family and I don't understand why you need this and I'm not here to take care of you and yours no more. It's not about taking care. I take care of your child. It's like let's say, okay, you send your child to daycare. Outside, you're gonna pay that money to send your child to daycare, correct? Yes, no, like so you're gonna send it, you're gonna spend that money to send your child to daycare. This ain't daycare, but 24/7. If she gets sick, I gotta leave work. If she was sick this week and wasn't feeling well, who bed she in that night? She in my bed. Who is holding her? I gotta hold her, help her break that fever, possibly get sick myself, because I gotta make sure that she good. And I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. I'm not asking you to take none of that from me. I love every bit of being a mother to my child, every responsibility, everything that I have. And I got a great support system. I'm one of the lucky ones. Blessed, excuse me. It ain't luck. I'm blessed.
Yes.
Very, very blessed.
And highly favored.
But as blessed as I am, I cannot replace my child's father. I can't.
You can't.
There's nothing that I can do with that. I can give her the card and say, go buy whatever it is that you want. She gonna go buy what she want and come back and say, so can I go to his house now? Is you gonna bring me over there? You want me to just drop you off? Yeah, we ain't got, let's just pull up. Let's see if they there. They live on the other side of town. Well, mama, can we just try? I told my child, well, they can come over here if they want to come and get you. Well, can we call them? My baby had a whole cell phone. Well, why you don't call? Can you call me back? You know? Children shouldn't have to beg parents to be there. Nobody has to tell me to be a mother to my child. Nobody has to call me and say, hey, Lonnie, you got a kid. You need to go over there and see about her. They don't.
And that's what pisses me off about mothers who have good baby fathers, good fathers of their children, however you refer to them. And they think that, I had a friend tell me one time, oh, I would kill him. He had to take care of my kids. Let me tell you something. If that man taking care of them kids because he wants to, clearly, you can't kill them. And I'm going to point out something else. 2 out of 3 people on this couch right now were raised without fathers. And I guarantee you we're not an anomaly. We just had at Billy Midday school, 600 men come to sit with the kids that didn't have fathers, the boys, was it the boys or everybody? The boys who didn't have fathers. There's something very wrong. And I'm not blaming the men because I see these women out here too. Y'all can be so silly. It's these folks with these big butts and smiles too. I'm not saying everybody with a big butt and smile, because I would like to think that I had a nice medium-sized butt and a decent smile. But it is a character, integrity, morals, and ethics, and self-pride. That's you. That's you, my nigga. Woman or man. That's your seed, and we need to put way more effort into our children. They're eating Tide Pods and snorting condoms. Raise your kids.
Fun fact, you got your
Raise your kids. Raise your goddamn kids. You got some fun facts.
Fun fact, probably not so fun. But did you know that child support goes in your credit? If you show up at the collection.
We need to talk about that. Don't elaborate.
Those late payments and non-payments, the state can send them to a collection agency, and they will show up on your credit as a collection account. Which means they will drop your credit score. Which means they will also prevent you from getting a home, an apartment, a job, or a car, because that collection account is on your credit.
And if you got a car, they'll take your license. That's just silly.
You can't get a passport.
Your child. Whoever you are, woman, man, if you're a child, they got a child. Take care of your kids.
Also, another fun fact, y'all might like that one. Did you know if you were caught up on child support and you overpaid, that's very rare. Joking. But but if you overpaid and you're caught up in no late fees, no other issues, court fees or anything, you can petition that other parent and the court for their payment back. Just things y'all should know.
Right. And in most states, the mother is required to be to have sole custody.
That's automatically.
So not sole custody, because the man can have custody
That's
too.
a sole parent.
You have to prove that mother unfit in order to get that
That's
child.
right. Yeah. That's right. That's what I'm trying to say. I try to get it out this way. I knew how.
I'm sorry, that's what I actually was supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, what y'all want me to talk about?
Also in Kansas, they have this new thing where they put child support offenders on billboards and on a website. They post their pictures all around town for those offenders who aren't paying child support. And it's helping them in case you don't pay child support, people now they're paying the child support because they're embarrassed.
Because a lot of men I notice, they mama can tell them, their daddy can tell them. I'ma not say men. I'ma say deadbeat parents. The governor can tell you in passing, but they don't listen until that judge bang that gavel. And like Sade and Lily said, that is the most, well, Sade didn't say that because she's not been humiliated like that in court. She doesn't believe in putting men on child support, and that's why I feel like this is a well-rounded show. But back to my point, it is very humiliating to be standing in court next to a man that you swapped bodily fluids with, telling somebody, he didn't pay me, ma'am, you need to tell him to pay me, and he didn't take care of his responsibility. Responsibility. She can't focus.
We got ADHD.
She can't focus. Get fire on these bitch. Boom. We ain't got no fire?
No. You just start playing music.
No.
No key?
Oh.
This is what I have to deal with you guys.
This our big little sister.
Yeah, she thinks she's the oldest.
No, they think I'm the oldest.
And Sanaa is my mama. If y'all think she rough, Sanaa got in my car, cleaned out my car, and told me to keep it like that.
But another funny thing, like for me, in my situation, another reason why I refuse to go to court is I just feel like if I have to sit and take time off from work 2-3 times a month or however it is that you got to go back and forth to court to try to mediate and get all this stuff, I'm losing money that could be going to take care of your child that you're already not taking care of.
That's why
only to get $150 that I could, and I'm making more than that anyway.
I want my $150.
She want her money.
I want all brand new socks.
She want all her coinage. But I just don't feel like it's the waste of my time for me to take off work to get $75 every 3 years.
It was embarrassing for me to go in there, like to literally walk in there. And then I cried because I'm a sensitive thug.
Okay.
I cried because I had to listen to somebody lie on me to try and get over on this stuff. After their father was the one who told me to go ahead and do it because I begged to get this written agreement. It was so embarrassing for me to go in there. And my child is sitting outside with my mama. My baby can't even speak. She about 10 months old. No, she about a little over a year. And I walk out, and my child looked me in my face, and she just rubbed me. Like, it's okay. And she don't say nothing. She just look at me. And I'm sitting up here crying. I'm like, I gotta suck it up because I'm here because I need assistance. It's already embarrassing to know that you need assistance. Like, I'm not saying, and I'm not saying, oh, be shamed because you need help. Or you should need help. Go out there and get it.
Go out there and get it. No way.
Everybody say that, but they never tell you where it's at. If you give me the address, I will drive.
Go get it. Come back.
Cut this live off, and I'll go get that blessing, baby.
Go get
but
your
it takes time. It takes money to make money. Scary money don't make no money. You ain't got no car, you ain't got no money to get on the bus here, your feet hurt, your job too damn far away. You gotta, man, let me tell you something. I wake up every morning before the sun come up, and I have to drive my child to a bus so that I can make it to work on time. I really hate getting on that bus. A bus driver mean. I hate the fact that I can't take her to school every morning. But my only option is to drive 17 minutes from my house. So put her on the bus because it's the earliest bus that comes. I don't know what she left at. To make it to work on time so that she can have, and then when we get home and I'm tired and she want to spend time because my child like me, she needy for attention. I got homework to do. So I can't do my homework and she need me to be there for her. So I got to spend time with her. I got meetings and everything else to go to. Then I got to put her in the bed. And while I'm half asleep, sitting here on this live, I got to do homework. I got to sit here and turn in this quiz before midnight. And since we've been sitting here, it's my third quiz I've done. And I got a test after this. And I got to make sure that I do all of this stuff so that I can provide a better life for my child. Because why everybody feel like, oh, you ain't nothing, you just a baby mama. You know, I never want to be a baby mama. It ain't nothing that nobody sit here and say, you know what? Oh my gosh. You know what I want to be in life? I want to be somebody's baby mama. Ooh, not they wife, not they woman, just they baby mama. I just want to have your baby so you can leave me with this hard ass responsibility. I don't think nobody put that shit on their vision board. I didn't put that on my vision board.
I didn't put it on my vision board.
I was like, damn, so well, let me tell you something. I was so in denial, bro. I was 3 months pregnant, still talking about, no, it's gonna come. But I was like, it's gonna come.
I was 4 months.
And I cried. I was so depressed.
And when you realize that what you thought, you was like, okay, first of all, we was kids. We were kids. And so I'm like, okay, I'm in school. You're not in school right now, but we're going to make this work because you're going to get a job. And I'm going to finish going to school. And then you're going to go back to school. And we're going to, ooh, this is going to work out so good. And then you tell you, we can stay with my mama. Wait a minute. Hold on there. Give me a second. Hold on. Or you realize that your partner not going to do what you thought they was going to do. And that you're going to struggle. Or the fact that shit get real when a baby get into the mix. It gets real. People start to realize they really don't love each other like they thought they loved each other. People start to realize that, dang, I didn't think this through before I lay with you. Before we lay with somebody, we don't even really know them like we think we know them. You can sit there and be friends with somebody and it's totally different when you get in a relationship with them. And it's even more different when you have a baby with them. And to get through them first few months of, I got postpartum depression. And how many of y'all black people are like, well, you need to go to counseling for that? A lot of people ain't telling you to go to counseling for that. They laughing because, why you crying? Oh, you just got postpartum depression. Like that's okay. No, that's a real problem. So now we getting into it all the time and it ain't safe for the child because we so at each other's throat because I can't figure out mentally what's going on with me. I need you to do something, but I don't know how to tell you to do it. This baby ain't sleeping. I'm low-key hating everything about my life right now. At the same time of being happy to be a parent, that's hard. That's a lot. So then we break up without even really giving the thing a try because this too much all at once. It's a lot that goes into it, man. It's not, I don't think, and there might be some people that's like, okay, the people who talking about they want to be baby mamas and put people on child support, baby, they got Chris Browns and Urshas and people like that that's got money.
Or the scammers,
okay?
Dealers.
You making 15, 10, 12, 11, 75 an hour, ain't nobody living off what you giving child support. Ain't nobody thinking that, you know what I'm saying? You say, well, she don't have that. I pay her rent. No, the government is paying her rent. Like, for real, you not doing what you think you're doing, bro. And it's really not that much. People that's going, now there's a lot of bitter people. It ain't just bitter. I feel like if you're a bitter man, you got a good baby mama. You a bitter woman, you got a good baby daddy. I wish we could switch. I wish some of y'all out there that's treating these dudes like crap won't let them see their kids. they got stipulations. You need to pay to get my hair done before you come over here. You need to help me get a car. Can you give me your baby daddy? I'm not gonna ask him for none of that. I just want him to be a part of my child. Like, you can have this nigga I got. We can go and switch this on off and we can be good. But yeah, go ahead.
The bottom line is you got to know what to invest in. See, this is a business owner, student of life and school and all that good stuff. Same thing with Lily, me as well. So we are the baby mamas. I used to hate that word. It's so common now. But we are the baby mamas that you invest in. If she's not doing well, that child is not going to do well. Period. They're going to feel their mama's pain. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Mandy. We talking about child support. Hey.
It is okay to be cordial and communicate with the other parent. Y'all don't have to be at each other's throat and hate each other and slander each other and drag each other through the mud.
We can be friends.
Yes, you can be cordial. And they can be cordial with the other spouse on either side. There does not have to be beef.
Like, you get a wife, let me get a husband. Let's have dominoes in my house. Let me tell you something.
Right.
My child's father's first baby mama, she watching it live right now. What's up, baby mama? That's my dog, bro.
She just coming to
That's my dog. Shakira, I love you, bro. Her child was first, then came my child.
Mm-hmm.
I never disrespected that woman. When me and him broke up, I loved her child. I was never gonna disrespect her because I love her child.
That's right.
I wasn't trying to force on her that we together. First of all, I'm secure enough in my relationship. He ain't going no goddamn work. Okay? And if he go back to her, then that means that I won, and then I'm gonna get better. But seriously though, like so when we broke up and my child said she wants to see her brother, I gotta say, hey, Shakira, she just had a baby. I went and brought her some Girl Scout cookies and everything. I love her. She come to my baby birthday. They in the car. I'm selling Girl
Scout cookies. I want
to
speak to Carvanti about his question.
I can't answer his question.
I'm paying for child support, and I have custody of my son. You need to petition the court.
Yeah, you gotta go back to court for that because I know a dude, great man. I'm not gonna say his name on here. He might be watching, but he had his child. So there's 7 days in a week. 5 days out the week, he got the child. 2 days out the week, their mother got the child. But yet he was paying like over $1,000.
Yeah, they still do that. Even if you're married and staying in the same house, the court can deem you a non-custodial parent, or even if you're having you have shared custody, they can still make that non-living parent pay child support because you're not with the child the majority of the time. But with you having custody of your child, yeah. If the court grants you custody of your child, you need to go back and petition in court. If they did grant you custody of their child, you need to go back legally and you custody of your child and get that taken off. Yeah.
We sorry you're going through that, brother.
That sucks.
You
want me to come here?
That shit makes me mad.
But as a woman, if my child is with her father majority of the time, I'm gonna give him that card.
Right.
Like if we ain't done it, if we haven't if the court hasn't fixed that and everything like that, you take that card. You know what I'm saying? Get her what she needs.
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to share income tax. They give me the income tax. I'm gonna split it down the middle with them and everything. We couldn't even get an understanding past. You ain't gonna get nothing. Oh, okay. Motherfucker. Can I say motherfucker?
Yeah, whatever you want.
It ain't sensitive.
Hey, I'm not sensitive. So that motherfucker.
Ugly. No. So
we have any more fun things?
Plus, you paying child support. You tried calling child support, but they act like they didn't want to help. Yeah, that happens.
When it comes to men, it really sucks because they have a really hard time. Like I said, my best friend had his kids and he had to go through a whole thing. He had them for 3 of them. And he had to fight, and he was still on child support and fight. And he got him a good
This is my best friend.
Yeah, he got him a good judge, and the judge said, what happened was she messed up. She talked that mess in there, and she lied and everything else in court. I'd have probably messed up the mascara, and she did that. Judge say, "Oh, you real smart. You finna pay child support. I mean, yeah, you finna and you finna go to jail. He took her to jail too, cause she really talking all in this." And that's another thing. Like, there are things that we need to learn. There are so many men out there, and that's where the negative connotation of child support comes. That are taking care of kids that are not even theirs. That are out here taking care of these kids, and the thing about it is, if you doing it and you didn't pay this money, or you have to pay this money, or whatever, or you didn't put that in, there is something where the woman can actually go to jail for that. If she knew before that child turned 18 and she didn't, she could go to jail for that. But there's actually some good dudes out there that know that stuff and will not try and get her to go to jail. And will take that loss themselves, because they still seize your assets if you got back child support and that child 21 years old. They still do a whole lot. I'm never going to force for that whole back child support. I'm never going to do that. I don't have that type of time.
I want it all.
Brand new stocks and bras.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not doing none of that. If you're going to pay it, you're going to pay it. If you're not, you're not. That doesn't take away from you taking care of, from you seeing your child. I'm not going to be mad because you ain't send no money, so now you can't see a slide 20 under the door before I open the door to let you I'm not doing none of that. If you want to see your child, you see your child, but at the same time, no, I'm not going to take it off. I mean, you ain't even proved that you can come around on a consistent basis. Why would I do that? And then I'm asked out for my baby Medicaid, because medical is your responsibility when it is according to the courts. But why would I do that? And I need child care, and then my baby don't have, like, I'm putting her out. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is, bro. That's gone.
And as she was saying, it is very disproportionate with single fathers and single mothers. There may be less, but as far as them being awarded child support, it's so much harder. It's only 31.4% of custodial single fathers that receive child support.
I didn't know that.
It is a small percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard to prove a mother non-fit. It's hard to take away that whole, and see, that's where the roles come in. Everybody want their roles, and I'm a man, then, and all of that stuff. But that whole negative, it's a negative connotation that comes with I'm a man too, because that whole thing is you can take care of everything by yourself. The woman is the damsel in distress, and she needs help. And we're not going to question her. But this man, but that's also, I will say that there is that whole thing of like breaking up the black family with, government assistance and shit like that. But we ain't going to lie and say that you ain't break up your family before she even got on government assistance. Let's going to say that.
Queria has another question. She says, so who can help him? Kira? I'm sorry, Kira. I said your name wrong. So who can help him? Because I told him to contact legal aid and gave him the number, but he said the person who answered had a whole...
Tell him to find one of the best female lawyers in the game and go down there and shut it down.
What about money?
Lawyers have to do pro bono work. They have to do a certain amount of hours.
Hey, Cuddy!
Every year. So
they got to do what every year?
A certain amount of pro bono work every year.
So you gotta catch them. I'm gonna call and say, have you done your pro bono yet?
Yeah, to keep their degree, they have to do a certain amount of pro bono.
Oh yeah, you late, baby. But you gotta watch it when it go on. Yeah. But we will put pertinent links and everything. That's why y'all need to go over after we get off of here and go over to YouTube and subscribe, because we put links and stuff down below there. So.
Yes, if you have a situation like that, don't try to go to the court arguing with the judge and talking crazy and being disrespectful. And don't go in there by yourself. You will get a better outcome if you take a female. Because if they see a female with you trying to defend you, it softens you and it softens the judge. So they'll be more inclined to be on your side.
See, we not good.
And if you file first, you got seniority. So that's why some men go on and file on themselves.
I think I've been seeing them commercials for who is that? Wanda Bailey? or whatever, call her.
Yeah, call Vonda.
No.
Legal drama, call
Yeah, you
Vonda.
got Vonda, no more drama with Vonda.
She
$5. Don't
She
I want my $5.
She on 30, 35, 630. I don't know if she on 35.
She got some good commercials.
She everywhere, but she got what it say, legal drama, call her.
Yeah, no more drama with Vonda is her website or something like that.
Vonda say the drama for your mama. Not your baby mama.
No, but seriously, like, there are things that you can do, but you have to advocate for yourself. You can't, that whole, you being mad, if you feel like you're doing everything that you're supposed to do and you doing right, and then that whole thing, but she won't let me see her kids. You see my kids, you paying, you can see your kids. If she gotta meet with you every week, but you gotta document that. You gotta be where you're supposed to be on time. No, you gotta be there. If it says 6 o'clock, you can't be there no later than 6:15. At 6:16 on the dot, she can leave. She don't have to give you no child, no nothing. You need to make sure he don't have to give you no child, whatever, whoever it is. You have to make sure that you stay within what you're supposed to do. She don't show up, or she not there, or you there on time, call the police. Get your stuff, get your documentation if you're doing what you are supposed to do. They pay the shit never plays. But you doing something legit and you doing it consistently, she can't keep that child from you. And you know you got to shower somebody, you know your child name, go, because she done took the kid away and I can't find her. Of course I find her. Do what you're supposed to do, bro, because what's going to happen is you're going to be salted in the bug. That child turns 16 years old and she going to petition for back child support.
Yeah. Also, know your rights and know what's in your realms of what you can and cannot do. Know the rights you have as a father. Know what's in that court order document.
Read that paperwork.
Because y'all been signed and agreed to something, or you don't show up and you don't know what's going on. You ain't never read the papers, so you don't even know what the custody is or the visitation times, or you don't know what you can and cannot do. Because although custody is in that child support agreement, child support and child custody are two completely separate, different entities. Just because you pay child support, if it's not in that agreement for her to let you see them, she don't have to let you see him.
Yep. And
just because you're paying money, she decides not to let you see him, you still have to pay that money if you're ordered to pay child support. And just because you're not paying money, don't mean that she can say, oh, I ain't gonna let him see him. Either way, it goes both ways, but you need to know what's in your order.
Just like she petitioned the court when you start making more money, you petition the court when you have
lose your job.
Or when you have problems with her acting up or you seeing your child.
They won't let you go to the school, or she won't give you the child on your visitation day. Take her to court. Make documentations. Take videos. Whatever. Go live. Whatever.
But prevention is half the battle. Okay? So, men, don't drop your precious seed in anything. I'm gonna say that again because she's retarded. Don't drop your precious seed in any old body. Wear a condom. I know it don't feel as good, but you gotta make a decision.
They got them real thin ones now.
I don't give a damn if they was super thin.
I know a guy from
if your hand will do it, that rubber will do it too. Let me tell you something.
You know what future
women,
you ain't gotta feel it all the time.
Please stop letting these men. See, a man told me about an ex I talked to. He said, how could you let that filth breach your universe? Now I'm gonna say that shit again. How could you let that filth breach your universe? Heathen! Get all these bitches.
He was doing way too much. He told me he was paying child support and giving extra. Nah.
He said what?
He was paying child support and giving extra. Honestly,
I hear good. He's
when I was saying he was doing too much, I was joking. Because most fathers, if they're good men, even if they're on child support, they're still gonna do extra. If their child comes like, I need some shoes, daddy, or I got a field trip, daddy, they still gonna come through. Even after paying their child support, but there is those some where they be like, the kid called, oh daddy, I need some new shoes.
Tell your mama get it up there, child support.
Yeah, take it up the child support check. I just sent child support yesterday. Tell your mama get you some new shoes.
You're a real gangster if you can say that shit to your child.
Man, no, like for real, you can sit up there and tell your child, like, I'm not doing for you. Your mama got. Then I remember this one year, my mom and my daddy had got into it, right? My dad was supposed to take me school shopping, and they had got into it. And so my dad didn't take me school shopping. Well, my mama didn't have a job at the time. My mama and her husband didn't have no job. My mama did the best she could. She bought me like a pair of shoes. It was FUBU, and FUBU wasn't in no more, so I wore them with my pants down, so they looked like horses. Don't judge me, okay? But I bought my own school clothes. I bought myself 2 weeks of school clothes I used to braid. And I kept my money from the summer when I could grads. I was 13.
So her didn't have a hair.
She know how to change tires.
So when I did that, right? So I didn't say nothing to my dad. That's my mom, nothing, whatever, right? I was happy because I had bought my own stuff and I had a little money saved. And so school year go on, and so my dad, we talked about it one day. My dad was like, yeah, you know, your mama whooped, woo, woo, woo. He was mad. Well, my daddy really never talked about my mama like bad. We were having a discussion about something. And he was like, it just irks me that she be like that and stuff like that. And he was like, who bought your school clothes? Because he was like, you know, like, you need some more stuff. And I said, I did. Immediately it hit him. And he said, I am so sorry. He said, I was so busy being mad at your mom that I realized I didn't even realize I didn't hurt your mom. He said, I hurt you. He said, I was wrong for that. He said, I'll never do that again.
Apologize to your kids when you're wrong.
Man, that shows them something that it's okay that mom and daddy make mistakes.
Mistakes happen.
But it's not my fault that they make mistakes. That teaches your child a whole lot. It teaches them responsibility.
And do not speak negatively of the other parent to your kids. Or let them hear you speak negatively of the other parent to anybody else. Because that does cause parents to let incest into their child. And then when they go to that other parent, they make them disrespectful and all the other stuff. And don't be, as the other parent that's not in the home, don't be talking bad about the other parent that the child stay with around that child. Because they make that child resent you and not want to be around you. Yep. Because at the end of the day, that's their parent they're with every day. So they know what their parent doing. If you're talking bad about them, they're going to be looking at you upside your head like, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to talk about you.
That one that's talking that mess, their mama, that actually did everything for that child. In the end, that child gonna hate you. Mm-hmm. Because you talk so bad about that other parent, and all that parent ever told them was the reason they didn't come around was because your mama was so negative, because your mama did this, because your mama did that. And you see that your mama was like that, and you like, oh my gosh, she ruined me having. But they like, she ruined me having a father, and in the end, she did everything she can. But you don't do that to your child, because now your child, like you say, resents you. Your child is feeling some type of way because they don't know. They see everything for face value. Mm-hmm. They listen to this parent over here saying, I love you, but I can't be here because your mama won't let me. Yeah. You know, your daddy won't let that. That's hard. And kids are like, man, kids are like, in a lot of situations, they're very impressionable. They like dumb women when we're young. And that's funny. We be sitting up there talking about, oh, girl, he loved me. He just, some reason, keep falling in her. You know, just we believe that stuff. When you love, I'm sorry, that made me a bad example. I'm sorry, y'all. I made appropriate at time.
Okay.
But I was just saying, like, you know, because sometimes you got to give people examples that they understand, because they don't be understanding how kids be feeling their way. So I have to put it in the, you know, terms of how they would understand. But I think y'all got what I said.
So my opinion on that whole thing is, at some point, see, in my personal experience, I would sit with my son and he would be sick or something. And I'd call that man and ask him to bring him something, and he wouldn't bring it. And my son saw that. And it would be his birthday or something. And I would call that man. And he was ignorant. Oh, I'll give you $20, you know, make sure I couldn't get a potato chip or a sandwich or nothing out of it. Take him out to eat and get me an iced tea. If I was broke, and give him the 20. Yeah, and that's if I had $5. It's worthy of a conversation. It's worthy of a conversation, because your child gonna think you weird if you stay speaking high and this man ain't bringing no medicine, he didn't feed him, he had a birthday. It depends on what you perceived as talking bad about a parent too, because I had to have a conversation and let my son know his dad's personality. And I wasn't necessarily speaking negative, but I was saying, if this comes up, I want you to understand that this is your father's weakness. See, just because we grown don't mean we don't have weaknesses or flaws and that we don't make mistakes.
He loves you, but
he loves you. That's right. You kind of smart.
A little bit. You know, and
he loves you, but he's still growing. So don't be afraid to keep it real with your kids, because if you keep it real with your kids, they're going to keep it real with you.
Every time, 100.
We talking about child support, like and share. We finna get ready to get out of here because we done been on here for our hour.
And then some.
Yes, we had a thunderstorm where the lights got knocked. Woo, if y'all knew what we did every week just to get here and see y'all and say hey and talk about these little things.
We here now.
Oh, man. And we love you.
Last week, I went in the whole hospital still trying to get you.
And she heard whole and hollering at folks. Baby, it got sober real quick on this child support topic.
Because this sister that's up cheap.
It is, man. And I actually was over. I almost had a couple of times. Like, she had me. It was gripping for a minute there. So if y'all didn't see all of it, y'all go back and watch it again and share it with your friends, because this is the den. Okay? Y'all got any last fun facts?
I was reading. He said he do a lot for his kids because his father wasn't there to do it for me, and it hurts me still to this day at 34. I still heard about my father not being there for me, and I promised myself that my kids will never feel that way. I feel that I will always be there for them. That's a lot of fathers and a lot of mothers feel like that.
Let me take that one.
Thank you.
Do not allow your childhood pain to make you not use the best logic in dealing judgment. Thank you. In dealing with your babies now, as it pertains to the mother. You do your part and you let her do her part. Don't allow her, because in the beginning of this program, I was telling everybody that because I stayed on my child's father's ass, he's now more responsible. So even though you don't feel like it, you gotta go to work, you got shit going on, life happens every day, and you don't feel like fighting or battling or hold people accountable. That's the only way they're gonna learn. And I'm sorry that you're going through so much with that situation. It burns me up, man, because a lot of us out here have been through hell just trying to get a loaf of bread and some lunch meat for these kids. I'm gonna tell y'all a testimony. I had a miracle of the loaves one time. I was at home and I had lunch meat, no bread, 2 kids to feed, and I had a car with no gas, and I had $4 to my name, and I had to decide, was I gonna go buy some bread, because the bread ain't $4, but the change ain't gonna be enough to get no gas. And if I get gas, the kids ain't gonna eat just lunch meat with no bread. They ain't no crackers, dinner rolls, nothing, tortillas, nothing in there. So I prayed before I left the house. Now y'all might not be Christians, I'm not neither. But I did have a miracle of the loaves. I decided to put my $4 in my tank. We fall down, but we get up. Okay. And we got short attention spans too. But I decided to put the $4 in my tank. And so I went to the gas station. I was right there on Hampton and Ledbetter. I used to live in Wood Hollow. It's at the Texaco. Baby, I put that gas in my car. A whole Mrs. Bear's truck turned that corner off of Ledbetter onto Hampton and dropped a whole load of bread. Everybody up and down Ledbetter and Hampton got free bread that day. Did y'all feel that? That was a miracle of the loaves. And so we go through a lot as single moms, trying to feed these kids and clothe them and still be sane so that we won't be bitter faces around these kids. Prevention is best. Don't go getting pregnant. Abstinence. Check. they resume. Because what you will find, that nigga line. And these girls with big butts and smile, they know they got a big butt,
and
don't
be
why
feeling
they smile.
cute and good because he with you and he takes care of your kids, but not take care of the other
Because
kids. Because when he leave, he probably gonna be a bum to your kids too.
And don't come in that man like trying to dictate a damn thing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even see you or hear you. Bitch, I ain't late with you, and I'm sorry I had done said it. Stop being like that, man. These kids need us, all of us. I got a baby mama too. My baby daddy was baby mama. And y'all say that's one word, baby daddy was baby mama. That's my baby mama too.
Yeah.
We got kids together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they more important than anything.
Anything.
When you start thinking about the kids first, because this is how I feel about it. My child older than your child, we both got girls. I got clothes that your child can use.
Mm.
When you asked out and you don't have nothing, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be there for you. And that's just real shit, because real women do real things.
Hey.
And you better ask about me, because I will give you my last and everything that I have. And there's nothing that your children are not gonna be able to have if I got it to be able to give to them.
She ain't lying.
Because like you said, your kids is my kids. They are. Because your kids is my child's siblings. You know what I'm saying? And I want my child to have a good relationship with her siblings and grow up and love them and not be bitter about them in any kind of way, because they should have a wonderful relationship. It is not them kids' fault. Them kids did not ask to come into this world. They didn't say, hey, lay down and make me. It was not their decision. That was our decision to sit up there and have them kids. So it's our decision to grow the fuck up, put our pettiness aside, and stop jumping this shit that ain't got nothing to do with us.
And we gotta raise these kids as a collective unit.
Yep, it's like
it's better. We are so much better together. We can accomplish so much more together. Because where you lack, I can pick up. Where I lack, you can pick up. Because I promise, my life probably will be so much harder without these two female ladies here, my sisters, without my support system. She seen me getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, catching a bus to go drop my child off at one place, to get up and go to work, and then come back and get them ready for school, feed them homework and everything else, and do it all over again because the brakes on my car was gone.
She ain't lying.
She seen it. So she said to them, like, I don't see how you do it.
They would have dropped out.
That's what she said. She said my kids would be dropouts because I wouldn't have been. But I had to do what I had to do to make sure my kids got to school and I got to work. We gotta make it work. But when you had a unit and you had a support system, it's so much easier. And then child support wouldn't be needed because y'all are in agreement and everybody's playing their part to make sure these kids are taken care of. And everybody's sharing their responsibilities in raising these children. Now you love her brother's position. Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
That's my mama. She loved me too, child.
Yeah, my child really old. Like, I really don't have a child. I really got a grandmother.
She like
she been giving me that church eye. Oh, she was feeling like I couldn't be bad as I was.
She give me advice. She told Rashida she was on punishment for cussing. Oh yeah, she gave me good advice. Yeah, real good advice. She told me one time that when people say stuff that you don't like and that you don't think is true, she says just don't respond. They want you to say something back to them. Don't say nothing. You don't know how old she was. She was 5. She was 4. She was 4 when she told me that.
Told me her brother moved to another school and she prayed for her that she wouldn't be acting up in her new school.
And then she would have friends.
Glory!
This is so true. Cynthia Williams says, because I have to say this. My dad never paid a dime for child support for any of us. My mom never put him on it. He had drinking issues, made some choices that sent him to prison a few times fighting. All he had was his love. He taught us moral values, not to drink and smoke, and how to go about life. He loved us and showed it the best way he could. If he had 2 pennies to scrape together, he split them 3 ways. We never brought up child support to him. And that's how it is. That sometimes that
was a different time too. And thanks for that. That's my boo. That's my cousin. Okay, I said it wrong. I'm not even gonna say his name. Maybe that was him from heaven. R.I.P. cousin, and he did do that. Let me tell you something. A real man, he a daddy to everybody he around. And her dad was a dad to his 3 kids, and he also was a father figure to me as well. Cause he was in a bun tub one day, about to fight 3 dudes for trying to talk to me when I was 13. So hey, he didn't have much money, but he had wisdom, and he had time and energy.
And then also, even with guys in jail, I know guys in jail that they know they're not out here in the free world to be able to provide for their kids, and they still sending their kids checks to get school clothes, school time, or whatever it is. So if you can provide for your child from jail, where you're behind bars and can't get out here and get it like you're supposed to, but the money that you're getting, you send it to your child, what's stopping y'all in the free world from doing it willingly without child support?
Choices and decisions.
Choices.
It's gonna come a time we all gonna have to grow up. Yeah. We all gonna have to put our big people drawers and panties on.
I don't like granny panties.
You don't like granny panties?
I'm big.
Put your big girl shoes on and walk it out.
They don't have to be big. They just gotta be adults. I was told they can't have a name to the week on. No. Don't judge me, y'all.
I got some nice big secrets. There's no show though, but I like when people call me some.
Shit, tell her.
I just say right.
This ain't the type of show
you need to tell me where I don't go to Vicky's Secrets though.
Yeah, they be having that 8 for 35.
We talking about child support, and these motherfuckers is talking about draws.
Oh my baby.
Big girl panties was not literal.
It wasn't literal.
It wasn't.
We did that wrong.
We did.
We apologize.
Don't mind us.
I'm gonna say we because we is a unit. And together, we special as hell.
We are better together. So we gonna get on out of here. We love you.
Yeah, it's always better than one.
Oh, okay.
Let's stay all special.
What? That's 75 cents. You almost at $1. You ain't gonna have no
Your quarters is gone.
I did better though. That boy
you didn't even give me my quarter.
My critic said I said so many times he couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
This mean. People are mean.
You are serious.
Mean and serving. But we love
One thing I hate is when people bash us single parents for having our kids' dad on child support. I hate having to deal with the courts, and that's the last thing I want to do. But I'd be damned if you're supposed to be a father but don't know what your responsibilities are when you bring kids into the world and not acknowledge them. You don't provide in no way, shape, or form, not even a phone call on your birthday, but quick to bash us, calling us money hungry because the government has to force you to care for your child financially.
That's Shakira.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew that. I knew that. I know my baby mama.
Shakira, we trying to get out of here.
I know I'm still doing, I'm on Google, y'all. And I knew that was my baby mama.
Y'all should get someone in there with y'all with the phone on speaker so we can call in.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion.
We're going to do that next week. We was already talking about doing that.
But and with stuff like that, as she was saying from the previous question, I think it's more so of an accountability thing. They don't want to be held accountability, so they make every excuse under the sun to try to justify their lack and them not wanting to take responsibility and be accountable for what they helped create, regardless of that situation. So,
and we're going to talk about this again. Don't think this is our last time talking about this topic, for the simple fact that this is a topic that needs to be talked about multiple times. Matter of fact, in June, there will be an event on co-parenting, and I will give you guys more information about that the closer we get to it. But yeah, these conversations need to be had, and y'all can sit up here and say that everything that every last one of us said was wrong, and that daddies should not have to do nothing, and mamas that are not custodial parents should not have to do nothing, and everybody should just shut up. That's your feelings, but this not your show at all. So we get to say what we want to say. No, I'm just playing. But we do accept feedback. We are willing to listen, because if we truly believe in what we are talking about, we should be able to have a discussion about it. And I should be able to hear your side, you should be able to hear my side, and we should either come to a middle ground or agree to disagree, because that's what life is. Being adults is being able to say, this is what I believe in, but I am willing to hear you out because I might be wrong.
And you got to remember also that this is the den. This is purely feminine. And that doesn't stop men from watching or from putting in input, but that means you're definitely, as a man, going to have to put in some input, because this is 3 women speaking.
Woman.
Final thoughts. Dun. Now, I just think we should be able to communicate effectively in order to, take care of our children as a unit and collectively, and to be able to co-parent. Simple as that.